Both teams tonight, Doris, looking to take a measured approach to this game. What should we expect to see in these half-court sets?
Yeah, typically these two coaches want to make sure they're in control of what's transpiring in the half court. So you'll see that point guard look over to the sideline, maybe get a play call from the head coach, and then try to execute it. But they're certainly seeking out the best matchups, and if that means changing sides of the floor, getting to the third and fourth options, that's exactly what these teams will do.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. Then it's Marcus Smart. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard.
Boy, look at how hard he pursues the basketball. Gets out of his area. Terrific work on the offensive glass.
Passes to Tatum. Over Williams. That one a little long.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
That one goes. Count it.
Well, this score is all about DeMaurice Carroll getting himself good post position. If you allow him that deep, turn the lights out, Kevin.
Dinwiddie kicks to Morris. No good on that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
Yeah, early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Carroll for 3. Morris with the rebound. For Boston, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Outside Tatum. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. Horford the pass to Tatum. Over Williams. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Boy, it's so clear that Jason Tatum is comfortable shooting from just about anywhere.
The Nets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And the pass to LeVert. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Smart. The past few seasons, Doris, Al Horford has really stepped up his passing.
Well, he has, Kevin, and part of it certainly is the system. But to me, this guy has incredible vision and feel on the offensive end of the floor. He's a key component of what they do. And to me, Marcus Morris, guys, has proven he's a critical piece. On the defensive end, he can guard either forward position. He can guard bigger guys because of his strength. And on the offensive end, he can go inside or out. He can come off the bench or be a starter. I love his game.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw good for Morris. And last season, Morris was hurt for a spell, and the team missed his depth.
Right, Kevin, because Marcus Morris coming out of the summer was not 100% healthy. But as the year wore on, he became a matchup problem and an excellent defensive player.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
You know, there's a toughness and an energy about Marcus Morris that elevates any team he plays for. This guy is an incredible teammate.
Irving attacking. Bucket is good.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, the defense better take notice because you can't let guys get comfy shooting from their spots.
Here's Smart. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Oh, Kevin, the defense looking completely lost. Marcus Smart just toying with them in the paint.
Williams dishes to Irving. Back to Williams. Over Morris. Williams can't hit.
And a surprise he doesn't knock that down. Defense a little too lax that time.
And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Basket good. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I love that Kyrie Irving doesn't settle for something on the perimeter. He goes right to the cup.
Dinwiddie kicks to Horford. Morris against Williams. Now here's Tatum. Defense is right there.
2 minutes.
Over Williams. Tatum's shot is off. Nets leading by 3.
Well, I think you think of the Brooklyn Nets, and though there isn't a ton of wins, I do think you see this team moving in the right direction. Yes, they only had 28 wins, finished 12th overall. But the reality is, on a night-by-night basis, this team gives great effort in the face of adversity.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And here's Morris for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, this is why Mr. Morris is out there. The ability to drain the shot from long distance and spread the floor.
Pass to Irving. We've got 1:08 left here in the opening quarter. The shot comes out. Now Boston takes it the other way. Smart with the ball. 13 feet away. Allen with the rebound.
They're not going to get away with many mistakes like that on the defensive end. You got to get out on him right there.
LeVert the pass to Irving. At the elbow, Williams. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Williams. Al Horford with the rebound.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Outside Irving. And it's sent back by Horford.
How about the timing by Al Horford? Twice on the pipes, sends it back.
Marcus Morris.
One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Celtics lead by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. The game is evolving, and Al Horford has changed his game a lot.
It never occurred to me that I'd be shooting threes at this rate and doing some of the things that I'm doing. But it's just the way that the game has evolved.
And give Horford credit. He adjusted with the times. He didn't stay set, Greg, in his ways.
Yeah, he was always a great mid-range shooter, and he's proven to be a legitimate threat from deep.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
They have smothered every opportunity, it feels like. The other team has got to be nervous on field goal attempts.
Davis is out there with Williams. Then there's Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, you think about the Brooklyn Nets and Kenny Atkinson having a tough task of rebuilding this organization. It is still feeling the effects of the trade that stripped them of so many picks. But give Kenny credit for embracing the challenge and knowing there's a long road ahead.
And Tice gets it to go.
Well, that's the IQ of Gordon Hayward on display. He understands what the defense is trying to take away and finds the open man.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, last season started with that horrific injury to Gordon Hayward's leg. Now, it's been a long road back for him, but he took heart in the encouragement he received, not just from his family, but from so many well-wishers. He said, "You realize how lucky you are to have people from all over supporting you." Guys?
David, I think everyone is rooting for his complete recovery. Thanks for that report. For Boston, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And with Atkinson and the Nets, he said it feels like the team is a startup.
Right, Atkinson has taken a more hands-on approach with the team. He works out with the group, he does weightlifting with them. He wants to build the idea that the team is striving towards something together.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Left side, Williams. And it's Russell in the corner. Lets it go with the three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
How about the leap forward, guys, that Jaylen Brown took as a second-year player in the NBA? He improves across the board and becomes a mainstay of their rotation. And there's so much to like about his future, guys.
That free throw, no good. Doris, with Brown, you knew he had the athleticism, and now we're seeing the skill.
Right, because Jaylen Brown has great work ethic and is putting in the time to develop every facet of his game. This guy strikes you as a young man who's got a very bright future on and off the floor.
Irving against Rozier. Harris outside. Back to Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Celtics leading by 6. Rozier looking around. Pass to Hayward. He kicks to Brown. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And that's now 6 points for Jaylen Brown.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And not too long ago, Doris, the Celtics put up the most shots in the league 2 years in a row, but last season they were 25th in that category.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They became a different type of team 1 year ago. There was more movement, more sharing of the basketball. They went deeper into the shot clock on almost every possession, and that made it harder for defenses to key in on any one individual.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Boston. No good from Irving.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Greg, I think this other team is just in a zone right now. They're clicking on the offensive end, and the defense starting to look frustrated.
And Jaylen Brown was given quite the compliment on his game from Draymond Green, who felt, Greg, that Brown was good enough to be an all-star.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if I'd be fully on board with that assessment in terms of last year, but I do think he's well on his way to becoming an all-star. His scoring and offensive impact continues to grow each year, and he's shown a great knack on the defensive side as well. Terrific two-way player. The sky is the limit. Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
A lot of offenses, Doris, initiate that high pick-and-roll offense, which is so fun to watch. Which ball handlers do you want running that play for you if you were on the sideline?
Come on now, there are some master manipulators in the pick and roll. Let's begin with the great James Harden. We'll begin with his teammate Chris Paul. Steph Curry. You give Steph Curry options to read in a pick and roll, he's going to make the right choice. There are a lot of guys who can manipulate the defense in a pick and roll, but those three are at the top of my list. What an interesting evolution for the Celtics last year at the point guard position. Of course, they trade Brooklyn's unprotected #1 pick for Kyrie Irving. Then Irving goes down, and you think, okay, they have to go into the playoffs without that veteran closer.
He doesn't get the second one. One thing we know about the Kyrie injury, they discovered a potential star in guard Terry Rozier.
Well, I think the Celtics knew what they had in Terry Rozier. This is the guy many in the organization wanted to draft in that draft class. And I believe Terry Rozier is a starting point guard in the league, and he certainly proved just that.
Nobody near Williams. And the Nets miss again.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Took him no time at all on that one. Hayward's got 5 now.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
At the elbow, Williams. And Rozier pulls it down.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Some changes for Brooklyn. Allen comes in for Williams. And DeMarre Carroll subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Rozier. Hayward kicks to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Nets ball.
.130 left now here in the second. Nets trail by 16. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And here's Russell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Boston now. They're on an 18-1 run right now. Inside, Dinwiddie. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And the Celtics lead by 18.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. The Nets working the ball around now. Down low. Here's Carroll. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Carroll's got his second bucket.
Well, this guy loves the phrase, quote, hard work is a talent, and you can see DeMarre Carroll's work on the glass there.
Dinwiddie dishes to Hayward. And there's the feed to Dinwiddie. And it's Boston with another.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Outside, Russell. Kicks it to Allen. Lays it up and banks it in. Allen's got his first points in this one.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
And so it's Boston with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead, 16 points. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fan. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their benches provide. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
No Kobe, got OGs that I still like to know me a band for my coat. I got live with us, no being from the crest. We're get funky.
Welcome back as we get a beautiful aerial view of the Williamsburg Bridge connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
I don't think you could ask for anything more from this guy. He has been fantastic to start this one.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Celtics. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. Then it's Marcus Smart. Then it's Tatum, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. Smart finds Horford. Excellent D there from Allen.
Boy, that's high-impact defense in the lane, standing tall to deny the easy bucket. Well, the Brooklyn Nets, one of the younger teams in the league this year and last year. And obviously, with young teams and with the style of play, turnovers are going to be something you've got to contend with along the way.
Tatum against Carroll. Smart trying to break free. Tatum's shot is off.
Boy, searching for some rhythm here at the start of the second half. That's their 3rd straight miss.
And again, it's the Nets missing.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
Passes it to Dinwiddie. And here is Morris. He's covered by Irving. And the pass to Horford. He kicks it to Smart. Here's Dinwiddie from deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. Allen's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's LeVert, guarded by Smart. Here's Carroll, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Carroll has not taken any chances. Put those 2 points on the board from the closest possible range.
Allen against Horford. Outside Tatum. Poked loose, and that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carroll.
Celtics ball.
Six to shoot. Tatum against Carroll. Tatum's shot is off.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
LeVert the pass to Irving. Morris against Williams. Allen kicks to Irving. Shoots from the baseline, and Horford pulls it down. Horford's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Shabazz Napier's checked in for the Nets.
Shabazz Napier.
Nets trail by 14. And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely.
To the middle, it's stolen by Morris. To the inside, and a dunk by Horford.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
And here's Napier. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. At the elbow, Williams. Back to Napier. Shot clock at 5. On the money from 12 feet away. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Dinwiddie. Morris outside. Pass to Horford. To the paint. Here's Tatum. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. And the Celtics lead by 16. Napier kicks to Williams. Back to Napier. The Nets working the ball around now. Pass to LeVert. Shoots from the line. Morris with the rebound.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Back to Tatum. Tries it from 9. That one wide left.
Well, I'll tell you, it hasn't been his best quarter, but we know he won't get discouraged. This guy will keep grinding.
Here's Napier. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 4 rebounds in this game. Dinwiddie kicks to Morris. Here's Dinwiddie. Takes it off the glass.
Spencer.
Dinwiddie's got 6 points.
There's a creativity to the game of Spencer Dinwiddie, just breaking the defense down.
Carroll finds Williams. Passes to LeVert. Fires the 3. And the Nets miss again. Celtics leading by 18. To the paint. Tatum passes to Smart. Yep, it counts.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category ball movement has been flawless.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Carroll against Tatum. Now here's Carroll. He's tightly guarded over Tatum. The shot by Carroll, no good. 17-foot shot on the way. And so it's Boston controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And it's been their... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Russell and LeVert in the backcourt. Harris is out there with Davis, and it's Allen in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's LeVert. He's covered by Brown. LeVert the pass to Allen. Outside Russell. Brooklyn gets it back in a new shot clock. The tray, and no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Jacks up a 3, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Nets trail by 20. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Davis kicks to Russell. Now the pass to LeVert. Bangs home the trifecta. LeVert's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Brooklyn. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They led the game at 1 point by 20. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Count that one. And Doris, to try and improve the flow of the games, teams now have fewer timeouts. Players have to be faster about retaking the court after stoppages. I'm assuming you're like me, all good things, right?
I agree, Kevin, and I think what people don't know is the impetus from this actually came from the coaches themselves. Rick Carlisle said, listen, we need to pick up the pace of play because we'd like our games to fit in a certain time frame. And listen, when you've got the leadership at the top in Adam Silver, who always makes clear that game flow is one of his focuses and that this is an entertainment medium and let's please our fans, you're going to make the right choices.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Baines dishes to Dinwiddie. Over in the corner, Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Kev, don't you love how Brown just barrels into the teeth of the defense? This is a shifty forward who knows how to get to the rack.
Kicks to Davis. Pass to LeVert. And no good that time. Now Boston takes it the other way.
I'll tell you, that's been the story of this guy's night. He can't get anything to fall. Well, think about it, guys. Last year, Spencer Dinwiddie, a little bit of a breakout year, right? Stepped in for the injured D'Angelo Russell and helped the Nets stay competitive, proving to be a big-time scorer.
At the line for 2.
He's off on the first. And Doris Dinwiddie's so good at finding a play to make even when it seems he has nowhere to go.
Well, that quick first step opens up space to get into the passing lanes. This guy makes a lot of jump passes but seems to get away with it.
Here's LeVert. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Russell. Takes the three. That one doesn't go. Now Boston takes it the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And Baines kicks to Dinwiddie. Over Russell. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
I'll tell you, this guy excels at using his speed and his big body to cut inside. Nice job, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Here's LeVert. Pass to Russell. Over in the corner, Allen. And the pass to LeVert. And here's Harris from the arc. Here's Allen. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Allen Williams, he's checked in for Davis. Damari Carroll comes in for Harris. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Russell. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Al Horford's checked in for Aaron Baines. Morris comes in for Daniel Tice. Tatum, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Smart subbed in for Brown. Count it.
The clever floater, right? Marcus Smart putting the right amount of touch on what is really a tough shot.
Outside Irving. Here's LeVert, guarded by Smart. Tatum against Carroll. With the teardrop, he takes it up and lays it in.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Boston.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
A very solid win indeed, and when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Marcus Morris.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Boston's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Horford kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to Horford. Tatum passes to Smart. Tries a three. Knocks it loose. 29 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Williams. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Irving. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow.
Oh, just tremendous range from Kyrie. If he steps across the half-court line, you better have a hand up.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
All right, David, thank you.